pharmaceutical companies also can help and provide workshops that are culture sensitive. And in the case of the Hispanic communities, they can provide workshops in Spanish, produce papers that are in Spanish as well. And if it's possible, papers that are not so complicated. So that way, families have more access to information in their native language and they will be able to make better decisions. So I think that, and another, I think as a third point, I will add, like the nonprofit, like the Akari Foundations, other organizations too that work with families with Duchenne. They also have to, we also have to find a way to bridge the gap and provide information. I think that what the industry can do to get people more interested in clinical trials, work with the doctors, team up with the doctors. And so, like I said earlier, the doctors have the upper hand because they're the point of contact with families. Additionally, I think that the industry can also keep in mind that um, they need to be inclusive, right? So when it comes to clinical trials, you got to make sure that the pool that they're getting of people in clinical trial is diverse. Before running any clinical trials, make sure that our community is included in those clinical trials. Um, find out what the families need. A lot of the times, families don't have transportation to go to the location where the clinical trials are taking place. How can we bridge this gap, right, of transportation or cost of hotels if they have to stay in a hotel? Kids with Duchenne, if they're already in a wheelchair, it becomes a little bit more hard to move them from one place to another. So instead of the patient going to the trial site, why not find ways to go the industry to go to the community? So I think that that's another way, like find other ways, and that's kind of like what they're working on right now. With COVID, we have done things that we were not doing before. So I hope that once we get back to the new normal, that doesn't go away. So I know that doctors right now are sending labs where they can do at home, keep that momentum going, and make it easy to the families. Luisa, do you think that people in our community are interested in participating in clinical trials?
I don't think they're not interested because they don't know about what a clinical trial is. I think it comes to education again because they see it as my kid is not going to do a clinical trial because he's not a guinea pig. And so we have to educate them about what is a clinical trial.
Yeah, I agree with you actually because we don't have the community going to clinicaltrials.gov, right, to look for what trials are available. Which trial can I get my kid into? No, that is not what the community it's about. The people that we trust is our doctor. It's because like it's a hierarchy situation. Like they're on the top, they're the doctors, then we shouldn't question them. But if somebody else, like for example, people from the industry, the pharmaceutical comes and asks them, like, get in this clinical trial, they're not going to jump on it immediately. So I think it's very important to keep that in mind that the trust it's a very important component. You have to earn the trust of the community.